ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋದೀಗ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸರ್, ಪಾಸ್ ಔಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಅದರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ.
Om Shri Manjunatha Namaha. Good evening, everybody. It has been almost 9 months since COVID pandemic affected many people from all walks of life. Even at educational institutes, even we could not activities other than our online classes and offline examination for the pass out final year students recently. But at this juncture, we are very happy that our 2019-20 pass out student batch has brought us very good results amidst of uncertainty and pandemic. Mechanical engineering and information science got 100% result, civil 99%, computer science 98%, E&C 90%, and electrical engineering 93%. Congratulations to all our students, and also for faculty members, and also the directions we received from our management. But we could not interact with our final year students this time. Therefore, we requested our beloved President, Dr. Virendra Hegde, the Dharmadhikari of Sri Kshetra Dharmasthala, to address our pass out students and also give a message to our students for their very bright career and also their life. He gave us his consent and he is with us now. I extend a very warm welcome to Pujya Shri Virendra Hegde, our beloved President. Also, Dr. Yasho Verma, our Honorable Secretary, who is guiding us on our day-to-day activities in our academics as well as in administration, also joined us. I extend a very warm welcome to Dr. Yasho Verma, the Secretary. I take this opportunity to welcome all our pass-out students, our current students, and also the faculty members to this event today evening. Meantime, I would like to convey my best wishes to all of you on oncoming festival Deepavali on this special occasion. With this very brief introduction, I request our Honorable President to message, please address our students and give directions to them in their for their future life. Sir, it's over to you, sir, now.
My dear students, this year was a very testing and challenging year. Never in the past history, known history, that we had a situation where we could not meet each other, we could not exchange thoughts and views with each other, and keeping away from everybody is the best policy. That is the truth of this COVID-19. So, in fact, the teaching and the teacher and the students have to be together, not only to hear or to speak, but to understand life. It is better to have understanding of each one, teacher, student, and friends, and all that. But unfortunately, COVID-19 has made us forcibly separated, and I am staying alone for last 8 months. And on the last 10 days, I've been traveling out. And I know how hard it is to keep away from others. But it is a situation where we have to be very careful. And that's how many of our institutions could not organize the send-off for the senior students, are wishing them the best of luck in the year end. Even our Mysore Management Institute, they were also worried that they wanted to meet the president on 24th March. 21st of March, the COVID decision of lockdown was announced. So just I missed them by 2 days, but they are really feeling very much thinking that, oh, we should have met the president, we should have a send-off party and all that. So anyway, convocation was not held, and so there was no other way to get them together. So to you also, I'm sorry that we could not wish you physically, personally, but nowadays we are used to these online meetings because it saves time, it saves many other issues like traveling. If I have to travel to Bangalore or Mysore, I should take 6 hours by road. So 12 hours up and down. And even if I spend 2 hours or 1 hour with you, the traveling time is 12 hours. So in many ways, I appreciate this online meetings and webinar meetings. And I feel that this is your country which has a bright future. We are all here only to see that you become good citizens, worthy citizens, and also very youths of different spirit. That is, we wish that the nation is handed over to you. The new generation of students, engineers, doctors, teachers, all varieties of activities. So it is said that to be successful, you need family and friends, but to be very successful, you need enemies and competitors. This is what's happening now. So we are having many friends and we have many relatives to spend time, but real inward looking action takes place when somebody criticizes you, maybe in your office, maybe in your workplace, even in the during your studies. Somebody, if they have criticized you, somebody, if they have insulted you, hurt you, remember them. They are the best teachers who brought you to your senses. So it is said that a word of encouragement during failure is worth more than an hour of praise after success. So a word of encouragement, come on, keep it up. The future is in your hands. If such encouraging words are given to you, you can build yourself from within and out. So inside is our strength of commitment to a purpose is very important. So wherever you are, whatever you are, see that you give totally whatever energy you have, whatever knowledge you have, whatever subjects that you have understood. That's why it said a word of encouragement during failure is worth more than an hour of praise after success. It is said that experience is the hardest kind of teacher. Experience is the hardest kind of teacher. It gives you the test first and the lesson later. Experience is the hardest kind of teacher. It gives you the test first and the lesson afterwards. So whenever you are working with somebody, remember this word, experience is the hardest thing. Every day you gain experience. I'm experiencing it personally because every day I meet so many people. I know each one and I get so much of messages and try to understand the issues. And it gives a test first and the lesson for later. It is said that your mind is powerful. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. I think the modern generation of students have to understand your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. So sometimes ambition becomes a hurdle in everybody's life because the ambition is that you have studied 10 or 10th standard for 10 years. You have completed 2 years of university. You have completed 4 years of college. Your parents have invested for your salary, food, dress, and so many things. So all this investment, all this effort is like your mind. Setting your mind is very important because teaching is in the classroom within 4 walls, but bringing it to action is very important. Knowing is one thing, knowledge is one thing, but bringing it into action is very important. So wherever you are, whenever you are, see that you give out total energy you have to the success of your activities. So as an individual, if I am given a task, I don't mind doing the best because I don't worry who is watching me. It is not that for punishment or for the sake of payment you do some work, but whenever you are somewhere, whatever you are, give out the best of you. Don't worry about the monetary benefits, the status of your office, promotions and all that. They will all come automatically. But giving out the total is very important. That's why it is said, your mind is a very powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, and your life will start to change. So this positive word is very interesting. It is said that we have to change ourselves and not the country. Once we change ourselves, the country will automatically change. So this is the message for the modern youth. So we always say, Of course, now in the past 30 years, it is better. Beyond 30 years, when I was a student in 1968, 78, 88, what happened was everybody thought we are in a cursed world. We are in India. They used to consider the worst country where they have where they are born and brought up. And they always thought that West is the best. So go to the West. Every time the ambition of a student or a child was to go to United States or go to Europe, go to Germany, somewhere and see that you shine yourself and have more income generated. But today, I find that last 30 years, the difference is that nobody thinks that the only place where they can survive is West. No. In India, we have so many opportunities. Now, there were only two names rendered as rich people, Tata and Birla. When we were young, everybody used to quote, you should become Tata and Birla. What Tata and Birla? He is only holding a shareholder company. He enjoys most of the share income. But otherwise, it belongs to the shareholders. Company belongs to the shareholders. But still, we used to say in our younger days, Tata Birla, Tata Birla. But today, there are so many rich people in this country who have registered themselves as the best industrialists, best managers and best companies. So there is no dearth of opportunity in India as it was 30 years back. I always used to say, if you see an old movie where Amitabh Bachchan, Rajesh Khanna, or Amol Palekar used to act, all those stories were connected with unemployment. They say, we have a degree. But what to do with this degree? I have no job. So they used to lie, they used to fool the interviewer or something used to happen in the movie. And sometimes they used to become anti-nationals, like they used to join a wrong hand who were smugglers, or sometimes they were friendly with very antisocial elements, and then finally either they were shot dead or they were taken to jail. But today, absolutely, there is no such reason for anyone unless he desires to be a negative person. Otherwise, the country has so much of opportunities to provide. Now, in those days, we had only one or two engineering colleges, like Manipal or Bangalore or somewhere. But today, even Ujire, a very small village 30 years back, has an engineering college. It has a PG center, which was only in the universities. And there is a diploma course, there is an ITI course. All educational activities are in a small village of Ujire. Then what happened? Then happened is you find so many shopkeepers, opening their new shops in this area. I used to say for buying even a Colgate toothpaste, I used to go to Bangalore or Mangalore. But today, the gold, there are about 10 jewelry shops in Beltangadi and Ujire. That means the people, money turnover among the citizens are so much, they can afford to buy gold ornaments or construct a good house or buy a four-wheeler or two-wheeler. So this situation has changed this country. So we need not say that we are sorry we are born in India, but we must say we are proud to be Indians, we are proud to be born Indians, because now even if you say in the United States, the Vice President of America is an Indian. So opportunities are created, but you must take the best opportunity that is before you. So we have got to change ourselves. Never say that I should let the country change. Oh, that is bad, this is bad. There is no opportunity, there is no opportunity. But it is our opportunities that once we change ourselves, the country will automatically change. This is what happened today regarding our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. Regarding many government situations, we find that the opportunities have changed, and we don't feel small referring to our nation, but we feel very proud when we say we are Bharatiyas and Indians. No leader can change the country. Believe me, no leader can change the country. It is you and me who can change our beloved nation by changing ourselves. It's a beautiful word. I cannot blame every time others. Every time I can't blame politicians saying that, oh, if they had changed the whole situation. No. He says this, the word says, don't worry about the leaders changing the country, but become a part of the small tool. You become a small instrument so that you can change the opportunities in the country. So this is what there are so many quotes like this which forms the thing. They said the arguments are bad, but discussions are good. So you should not only concentrate on mobile phones and TV or laptops. You should start discussing with others, friends, social workers, and others, because the arguments to find who is right and discussion are find what is right. So it is when we start discussing about many things, political, social, economical, and other things, we start knowing each other, knowing more things on that. And what is right is very important than who is right. This is very beautiful word. So believe me, I am a very positive thinker. I never think negative. So all the programs that I started, and if you think that Dharmasala Hegde's efforts are a bit successful than others, it is because I was always having a positive thought. I had total faith in men with me. So there are good people with me, and there are very hardworking people with me. There are good, leaders with me. I also motivate them. I see that they are the change makers in this society. So you should become change makers of the country. So, well, the engineering education, what you have what you are taught as any specialization, is for information. That's why I'm touching this subject, not touching. You may be a mechanical engineer, you may be a civil engineer, you may be electrical. Nobody is bigger than, nobody is greater than the other person. Nobody is small person than other person. So every time the demand for a subject changes, some department becomes very popular, some is unpopular. About 5 years back, mechanical department had the greatest rush. They used to say that we want only mechanical. They come to me with influence, sir, see that is a point. Today, mechanical department is not admired, and many seats are vacant in Dharwad and Ujre. So who makes this change? How these changes happen? But first thing is, wherever you get an opportunity to serve, give your best, give your total. See that you are noticed by your hard work in the group of people. So this is very important. Even sometimes when our industrial training centers students come to me, I tell them, well, you join some company, but in the company when you work, don't think that nobody is watching me. In olden days, we used to say, you can avoid anybody's vision, but not God's vision. You cannot escape a eye of the Almighty. But today, that Almighty's position is taken over by CCTV. It is taken over by technology. So now if you see a technology, every activity of a person is monitored by his either computer or some other procedures they adopt. So I tell my ITI people, when you work somewhere, don't think that somebody is not watching you, so I can be relaxed. No. Every day, every minute, every hour you work is monitored, watched, and some rating is given for your personality, for your attitude, for commitment, for your delivery. So be sure that if I can be true to my heart, if I can true to be my soul, if I can true to be my hard work, I will succeed. And I always quote an example. In a bank, if you see, all bankers join as clerks or officers. But only 2 or 3 people will succeed as chairman, executive director, or about 10-15 people may get an opportunity to become general manager. So who was this general manager 25 years back? Who was this executive for 25 years back? Who was this chairman 30 years back? All were equally sitting on a table working together. But by their hard work, by their way of recognizing themselves in the lot, they were picked up, handpicked, made assistant general manager, and top class executive posts. So this type of commitment, if you have, without worrying who is watching me, who is observing me, whether I can avoid work and have pleasure. No, pleasure is separate. If you go to the West, they work for 6 days or 5 days a week, and very next day morning, they are out. If you go to Europe or if you have any relatives in Europe, you find out Monday to Friday night, they are very hard working. They will not relax. They will have their food timing postponed, diet timing postponed, and they work very hard. But on Saturday and Sunday, they enjoy life. That means they will go to a seashore, they will go to a greenery for green forest, or they will go to a friend's house and spend time there for 2 days. So 5 days of hard work, 2 days of pleasure. But in India, many times I say the reverse: 2 days of hard work and 5 days of rest. This is because our mind throughout the day thinks of spending it for a pleasure. It says, "Oh, I should spend time for play. Why should I earn? If I earn something, I should enjoy the fruit of my money." No. In the West, what they do is this do hard work for 5 days. In fact, when I went to some countries, I used to ask the passer. Once I went to a photo shop and asked him for a camera. First question he asked me, "How much money you have?" I said, "I got $300. Then he said, "Don't ask me. This is minimum $500 to $2,000. So you are wasting your time and my time." So I went to another shop. I wanted to know the address. He didn't raise his head. He was doing his work. Again, "Excuse me, can you give?" He said, "Kindly don't waste my time and your time. There are boards in the street corners. Watch the boards, watch the map, then you will reach your goal." So that means they never wanted other. I used to say, Indians, if you were Indians in that same situation, you would have gone with him, take him to the right spot and say, "This is your place where you want to go. Or this is where you are to spend your time." So if they are very hardworking. In that way, they concentrate their work. They will not misuse any time. And mostly when they are fresh, they'll work more. So 2 days of refreshing. So the energy lost, the mind concentration they have spent, filled up in 2 days, that is Saturday and Sunday. And Monday morning, when they come to the work spot, they are fresh, energetic, and they can work for 8 hours without any worry. So there was a teaching on transcendental meditation. What is transcendental meditation? It is refreshing the mind. So if you work for 8 hours a day, think what will be the first 2 hours working condition. So you will say, for first 2 hours I'm very fresh, very energetic. So I can deliver the best in first 2 hours. Well, then what happens to the next 2 hours, third and fourth hour? Third and fourth hour I can manage, no worry. Because morning I have worked very hard. Third and fourth hour I can really do some good work. Then what happens? Then what? Fifth and sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. What happened to 5 and 6? 5 and 6 is after lunch. I feel like I feel dozy, and sometimes I feel that it is enough for today. I will postpone my work for tomorrow. That is fine. But what happens 7 and 8 hour, 7th hour and 8th hour? Are you still eager to work? Still energetic to work? Still fresh to work? Or just watching the clock every minute? Oh, it is only 4. It is only 4:30. It is only 5. So you will feel that last 2 hours, instead of being the best hour for you, you try to retire, you try to go out, you are going to relax. So 8 hours, if you can maintain the same energy, that is the best productive hours you can have in your life. Whoever engages you, a company or office or somewhere, wherever you work, it is that last 2 hours which is demanding you for more commitment and more energy. So keep yourself very healthy. So our Prime Minister says, follow yoga and keep fit. So I also request you to keep yourself very fit. So do practice yoga if possible, and do some dhyan meditation if possible, and see that you re-equip yourself for the next day's work. And if you are ready for next day, so with same freshness, that is the God's gift you will enjoy. So have good food also. So sometimes you delay food, or sometimes you avoid food, or sometimes you eat junk food, and then you say, "Oh, I'm not well because I have eaten some junk food." No. So first is timing, second is yoga, third is having a good diet, and third is keeping yourself very cool. Now you have seen cricket, you have seen Dhoni. He always comes as fifth or sixth wicket when fifth or sixth wicket down. It's a very difficult situation. Whenever he comes to that slot, he has to play an extraordinary game, and the pressure is such that he should perform or his team will perish. So if you watch him, he is trying to keep himself very cool. So it is Mr. Cool. He is called as Mr. Cool. So you have to become a Mr. Cool. So keep yourself fit, healthy, and mentally fresh, and also keep yourself very cool. So whenever there is an anxiety issue of anxious time or anxious subject, take 2 minutes break, prepare yourself, come and do this. So that is where you can perform better and without hurting your energy, without hurting yourself. So I deliver, but without hurting myself. So this is what I have been following. So sometimes I work for 12 to 16 hours a day. Every time, every minute I have to be fresh. Now, when I sit on my hall on a chair, people come and ask me many questions and they expect me to answer their problems, hear their problem and give them a direction. Likewise, wherever I go, whether I go for inspection, whether I go into some papers, everywhere I'm expected to be fresh. So this is even if I'm tired internally, I cannot express it. I can say, okay, come tomorrow. This cannot happen. So I give you this message, keep yourself cool. It's very important. And finally, look at your family. Have some time for your family. I have seen many office going people, many industrial workers. They all think that no, sacrificing family is the greatest contribution I can give to the company. They think, sir, I have no time to spend with my wife. I don't take care of my old aged parents. I don't take time for my children because if I go to them, they'll ask me some class subjects, some questions I have to answer. So let me keep away from them so that I can be cool. No, they are all refreshing team. If I have mother, she is the best parents, father and mother. I'm the luckiest person because I can spend time with them like a child. I'm a child even in my last breath. So then come to your family, wife. So wife is a partner, life partner. So she can also encourage you in many ways. Naturally, children are the best exhaust. So whenever children are at home, I spend a lot of time with them, joking, talking, eating with them, and asking them many things about what I have not heard. So this is the best way to do it. So spend some time with your family. Very important. So your outlook should be very clear, your goal should be very perfect, and you have a very bright future in this country now. This country is really shining, country is really noted in the world. Now, we are not that country of snake charmers like it was about 30-35 years back. We are recognized internationally. Indians are everywhere in every field. If you see the Western world, it may be even Gulf, it may be Europe, it may be America, or anywhere. Our people are in the topmost positions and they are delivering in the best way because they are really hardworking, they are really committed, they are God-fearing, their nature is such that they always want to contribute and accept life as it comes. So you have a great opportunity in life to come up and shine yourselves. So let the institution at Ujre, it's a small remote village, you must have missed many things which you could have enjoyed in a city. Yes, what happens in Bangalore and you might have a good hotel or you may have some entertainment in cities. You have missed all that, but you have maintained your health, you have maintained your mind fresh, and character above all. The character that you have developed in Ujre campus is the greatest asset you are carrying with you. So don't feel that I missed that. I don't think that I missed it. I mean, no, you have missed it, nothing. You have missed only the bad parts which were otherwise would have made your health weak, mental strategy, mental thinking weak. You're very fit for all these things. So I only wish This Deepavali is coming in next 3 days. So I wish you all the best for happy Deepavali. And this Deepavali way of light will illuminate your life for the whole future. So you may not be placed immediately because of COVID-19. Don't get worried. Don't get upset. Maybe you may be a bench hitter for about 3 months or 6 months. But then when the opportunity comes, jump at it, do well in that so that you will not fade away. So have faith in me, have faith in the destiny, have faith in God. So see that in the next 6 months, you are placed somewhere, you get some good opportunity. But when you get into this job, keep yourself very concentrated on the job, and they must pick you. Who are you? I'm a SDM product. Yes, you come to me. In many instances, I have found when they go for interview, a simple question is asked. Where did you study? SDM. SDM? Okay, you come. That means the faith of the company on our student is that if they are in SDM, they were taken care of properly. Their character is very high. Their spirit is very high. Dedication is very good. So any SDM product they accept. Many times it's a problem of SDM for especially teachers of a high school or primary school or any other. So whenever they go for an interview, SDM, Dharmasala Management, Sri Dharmasala, it is Dharmasala Manjunatha Swami. Here I say Sri Dharmasala Management is to manage the students. That's supposed to be the better of the lot. So let keep up to that expectations, and see that your parents are kept happy. When you marry, your wife is kept happy, your children are kept happy, and wherever you go, make a difference. So you see, let your next future students, let a batch of students, let the companies come and handpick students from our institution because of you. So I wish you all the best. I am happy that Dr. Mr. Ashok and other faculties, they have done their best to contribute to you. They have not only taught you the subjects, but also made you more practically acceptable personalities. And I congratulate them for all the efforts they have put in, and wish you all the best. Communicate the Diwali blessings to your family members and friends. Have a nice Deepavali ahead of you. May God Manjunatha Swami bless you.
Sir, you made our day something special, and also it's a really a very memorable event and also evening today. As you said, Ujire may be a small town, and it is now turned an educational hub, and sooner it is going to turn an innovation hub too, because recently the government of Karnataka, through its K-Tech scheme, it's called Innovation Hub scheme, they have they have selected 10 of our student projects for taking that projects to next level, like startup projects. Our students are doing good and true. In a very true spirit, the things are going in a right direction with your guidelines, guidance, and also the all other assistance from what we are getting from our management. So we are really very much indebted and also thankful to you on this day for addressing our students and also motivating them. And also I'm very much grateful to our Honorable Secretary, Dr. Resha Verma, for giving us all suggestions and inputs in arranging. Okay. Also, I'm very much thankful to all my students and also for staff members for joining this event and on this special evening. Best wishes to you all. Thank you very much once again, and stay safe. God bless all. Thank you, sir.